All right, this is another feature for MyFitnessPal that I want to go over today. This is a recipe function, and what I specifically want to go over today is not just how to put a recipe in, but how to create a recipe that is going to fit with your macro goal a little bit better. So how to adjust, how to tweak recipes so that you can hit your goals and still enjoy the foods that you want. So obviously I'm doing this from my desktop version. This is most easy doing it this way, but you can definitely do it from your phone as well. So a couple of different things here. I'm going to go back. You can go ahead and if it's a online recipe, something you found on Pinterest, something you found on another website, you can go ahead and copy and paste it into there and hit import. Or you can go down here, you can add it manually if you just want to copy and paste. I rarely do that. Or you can just hit enter new recipe. So my recipe here, can put number of servings. So let's say 4. And then from here, we're going to start adding ingredients. So let's just say this is not going to be a recipe at all, but let's just say that we're going to add chicken. We're going to hit search and it's going to bring in all kinds of things. And I'm sitting here going, no, that's too broad. So I'll go chicken breast. And then you can decide from here what kind of chicken breast that you have. I'm just going to go with some chicken breast tenders. And then you can figure out how much. Now this is where I do use a kitchen scale most always. So I will go by grams here and let's just say it's 100 grams. And we're going to add that. And so what's going to happen here is you're going to see down here how much we've got of everything per serving. So obviously this is divided by 4 because I have 4 up here. So this is going to be your calories, your carbs, your fat, and your protein. So what we can do here, let's just say that this recipe also contains sweet potatoes as our carb source. And so I'm just going to click whatever, doesn't really matter. And so again, I'm going to weigh how many grams, let's say 120 grams. I'm going to add that. And then you can see what your protein to carb ratio is here per serving. So again, if we're measuring out our food, we want to make sure that we measure out the appropriate amount for the servings, and you can make adjustments here. So let's say that I want more protein versus carbs. I have 2 options. I can either decrease the amount of sweet potatoes I'm going to put into this recipe, or I can increase the amount of chicken, my protein source. As you can see, there is, little to no protein in our sweet potato, and there is a fair amount of carbs. So based on what you need for your macro goal, it's super easy to adjust recipes this way. You can do it with hamburger meat, you can do it with sauces, you can do it with condiments such as cheese, butter, all these different things. Whatever you're going to put in here, go ahead and put it in here, and MyFitnessPal is going to show you the exact macronutrient breakdown ratio. Again, I would weigh this with the food scale. It's super easy to do that. Put the food scale beside your computer or whatever. Put all this in, and this is a recipe that you can save for forever. So you're going to put down here save. If you want to make it public, you can put it in the recipe database. Most of the time I don't. I'm just going to hit save recipe. And so then when I go back to my recipes, then I will have things that are in here. So each and every recipe that I have in here, these are things that I have adjusted to make it a little bit easier to track my macros. Things like spaghetti casserole. I can adjust the pasta to meat ratio, add in some vegetables, so on and so forth. So whatever you want to do, if it's a favorite recipe of yours, I would encourage you to put it in here. And it's super easy, super easy to change everything up so that you can make it a little bit more protein heavy. A lot of recipes, we just kind of take at face value, but you can definitely add more protein in different ways, shapes, and forms in order to meet your goals. It's super simple to do, and I hope this was helpful.